Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Will. I'll be your host, obviously, for today. And while I'm knee deep in getting ready to relaunch the channel and do a bunch more retro content, going into more modern classic and classic films, TV shows, maybe even some anime or wrestling, who knows? But today, I got to bring you this trailer reaction for Resident Evil, man. For those of you that may not know, I played the first two original Resident Evil games back on PS1, PS2 era. Hadn't played for years. Never played Resident Evil 4 on GameCube or anything. I just got back into the franchise literally this year. I've been playing through all the different games. Resident Evil 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and all that stuff. So, Zach Cregger, one of my favorite working directors today, who did Barbarian and last year's Weapons, Oscar-nominated film, by the way, he is coming in here to direct the new installment in the franchise. Apparently, it's not going to follow any of the games verbatim. It's going to take place in the same world, Raccoon City, around the same timeline as 1 and 2. So let's see what he's been cooking up for us. Here we go. In a 3, in a 2, in the 1. Action.
Hello?
All right, you got some snow. That's different.
I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
Constantine, okay. My boy Zach Cregger.
We're sorry.
Hey babe, look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but some things have happened. I'm in like a seriously fucked up situation right now.
Oh, it's the guy from Weapons that played the tweaker, right?
And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again.
What the?
I just wanted you to know. I love you.
September 18th, all right. Hey, gotta say, I dig the vibe of this trailer. I like how, for once, I know they did Welcome to Raccoon City and all that a few years back. I haven't seen that yet, so maybe that'll be a review on the channel or something. But it seems like they're finally getting bare bones survival horror like the fucking games. The damn Mila Jovovich movies with Paul W.S. Anderson for years and years, just action, action, action. It's Resident Evil 5. It's just action, action, action. Resident Evil 6, action, action. It's like, yo, where's the horror? They did use some characters like Leon and Wesker and Jill and all this stuff, but they never really made it about horror. Now, the last version I heard wasn't necessarily a great film, but it was more faithful, but actually leaned more on being a horror film. So this seems like they're doing the same thing. Now, the interesting and somewhat kind of controversial element of this film, though, is Zach Cregger talking about how he's not doing a direct storyline from the games, but it takes place in the same universe, right? So we're probably not going to see a Leon, a Claire, a Chris Redfield, right? But I'm curious to see, are we going to see some of the creatures like the Lickers? Are we going to see some of the hunters? Are we going to see like these the zombie creatures in the BOWs that we're familiar with from the game? But we're going to be telling that story with new characters. That's hopefully the way that it's going to go, at least in my personal opinion, because I feel like there's no need to like create new creatures per se. You can maybe create a couple new ones, but I feel like using the Lickers and using those creatures is the best way to do it. You give us the lore that we know about in Raccoon City. You go to the hospital, whatever, the RPD maybe. But at the same time, you're giving us something new and fresh with new characters. You don't know what their ultimate end goal is going to be. You don't know where they end up. You don't know what the storyline is going to be. So that does keep things fresh and interesting. And I like how he's using that actor from Weapons in here to play this role. I don't really know what this character's name is. I don't know what the significance of this medical like box that he's carrying. I wonder if it's the antidote to the T virus, the G virus, whatever. I am curious to see, is the G and T virus going to be a play? Is it going to be a play here? Is there going to be any references to Wesker? There's so many avenues of the Resident Evil lore in the 9 or 10 installments of the main games that they can get into, while also telling and creating their own original story. So I really love that. It's kind of like getting Zach Cregger getting a new original, but getting something that's IP driven at the same time. I think it's going to be really cool for him, really cool for the studio, obviously. So that way they kind of get best of both worlds. People making money. He gets take a big shot at something that he's a big fan of, like us. And we hopefully get to reap the benefits of getting something that is something we know about, but is something fresh and new and can breathe life into the Resident Evil franchise and just make another kick-ass horror installment for the year, man. But yeah, I dig the vibe. I'm very excited for it. Very curious. They didn't show us any zombie or creature we ever seen from any of the films or games, so I'm really curious to see where Zach Cregger is going to go with that. I'm real curious to see if there's going to be any cameos or anything, man. It's going to be real interesting to see. But please, jump into this comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about this latest teaser trailer. I'm sure when we get the first full trailer, we'll get some more story details and get an idea of really what the storyline and what the premise and all that is really going to be. But let me know what you thought about it down below. Like I said, I'm literally working on the first retro review for the channel in Phantom Frequency 2.0. I won't tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be up within the next several days, so please make sure you stay tuned for all that dopeness. We got a lot more cool stuff coming down the pike for the channel, and I'll probably have some short reviews for like Invincible Season 4, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and The Boys Season 5, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for all that. But like I said, the channel is going to be a lot more about the retro and getting into the things that raised us and turned us into the nerds we are today. Until next time, make sure you stay safe out there, guys. Much love, and until then, I will catch you on the next one. Much love, and peace out.